Ever since I moved into my boyfriend's house, he has been disrupting my sleep, and I haven't gotten a full night's sleep in the last 3 weeks since he constantly annoys me, but now I'm convinced he's going insane. I, 35F, moved into my boyfriend's, 32M, house he owns, 3 weeks ago, and it's been really hard. We have been fighting a lot. Many of our fights are because he doesn't let me sleep. I work 9 to 5, so I have to wake up at 8-ish. He works whenever he wants, so he doesn't have a set sleep schedule. I used to go to sleep 11:30 p.m. prior to living with him. I compromised to 12 to 1230 a.m., but there are nights he goes to bed 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. There is a master bedroom and a guest bedroom. I was sleeping in the master and he would go in and out disrupting me, so I have yelled at him. He tells me give me 10 minutes and I'll be in bed. Hours go by, he is still not in bed, and making noises the kitchen or living room. He told me you can go to sleep without me. There is a lot of noise when he comes into the master and he says that's where all his things are there, so he needs to go in and out. I tried sleeping in the guest room, does not have a lock, but when I do so he comes into there and disrupts my sleep instead of just going in the master. I have only been getting 5 to 6.5 hours of sleep for weeks now, very broken. Yesterday evening I told him I have a doctor's appointment at 8 a.m. before work, so I have to be up at 6:30-ish. I got ready for bed at 10 p.m. in the guest room and was watching TV on my computer with a plan to go to sleep at 11 p.m. I put a note on the door, saying I have to be up early, please be considerate. I fell asleep at 11:30-ish with my eye mask on, fan on for white noise, always use this, sleep podcast, and he came in 3 times while I was sleeping and woke me up. He was drunk, turned on the light, pulled up my eye mask. I begged him every time to let me go to sleep because I have to be awake early. Then he started making a lot of noise in the hallway, saying he was having 8 adult workers over, making noises in the bedroom. I told him I'm leaving, I just want to sleep, why don't you let me sleep? I was on my hands and knees on the floor crying and he said I'm sorry, I was just playing, I'm a jerk. I told him I need to go get some sleep and my plan was to just sleep in my car. It was now 1 a.m. I left and he's calling me telling me he is sorry and he's in bed, can I come back and we can go to sleep? I come back and he is not in bed, he is in the basement getting laundry. I said I want to go to sleep. I try to sleep again and he then comes in and starts cuddling me telling me he loves me and he's sorry. I ask him to come to my appointment with me tomorrow and he agrees. I said I have to go to the bathroom. I go pee and when I come out he is in the bathroom. 10 minutes go by and he's still in there. I start screaming at him to come, he says he's peeing. Then I go and open the door and he closes it before I can get in. He tells me he's taking me quill. I just freaked out. I go into the bedroom and pull off everything on the dresser onto the floor. I then turn over the lamp nightstands, ended up breaking one. He pushes me onto the bed and there is a necklace that he said he can't find. He is freaking out and I'm scared, so I tell him I'll help him find it. We find it. It's past 2 a.m. and we go to sleep in the guest room. He is on my side, so I just go into the master and sleep there until my alarm goes off. I wake him up and he starts getting ready and he notices his front veneer is gone, was there last night. He accuses me of taking it. I said I didn't. I try to help him but I have to go to my doctor's appointment, so I say let's go and I'll help you find it afterward. He says he wants to find it, so he stays. On the way there he texts me, you don't care about me, get out and leave me alone. You are one of the most selfish individuals I met. I don't respond. Then he calls me saying he found it. I go to my appointment, get back home and I have to work 9 to 5:30 p.m. today. IWFH, he is sleeping as I type this. I'm going to get a hotel tonight and look into moving out this weekend. I feel horrible for throwing stuff on his dresser on the floor, but I can't take this constant lack of sleep. Am I a jerk? Update 1, a few hours later. Thank you to everyone for the responses and for opening my eyes to the reality of my situation. I feel as though I have been in a daze, doubting myself and questioning my own sanity. Absolutely do not recommend not sleeping. I logged off work early saying I wasn't feeling well. I checked into a hotel. Not the closest one because I think he may look for my car there first. Going to sleep now. Update 2, the next day. He actually proposed to me at the end of May 2024 after a few months of dating with a stunning engagement ring. I said I wasn't sure because it was so soon, wore it for a day, gave it back. I said I wanted us to know each other better and live together before that step. It was only after I moved into his house, mid-November, that things escalated. He told me he wanted to put me on the deed of the house, however, I declined. There is a safe in the house where he keeps cash, probably drugs too? Maybe a gun. He was quite dodgy about answering this. He asked me if I wanted the code. I said no, I didn't want to be accused if ever anything was missing. The red flags were there and my intuition was trying to warn me, should have listened to it sooner. On the bright side, I slept for 11 hours. Yay! My parents live 5 hours away. I was planning to see them Christmas Eve. I called and told them everything. Staying with a friend tonight, my dad offered to pick me up tomorrow, and I'll be there for a few weeks, at least. I will be breaking up with my BF, but I want to be a few states away before I tell him. If he shows up at my parents' home, we're going to call the police. My dad and my brother said they'll come back with me later on to get the rest of my belongings, if I even want to go back there to get them. I just know I can't do it right now. Thank you all.